Hi everyone, Crystal Keen here with Lightworker Sisterhood. Thank you for joining me for another reading. Welcome if you're new here, or welcome back if you are a known viewer of my content. So, the summer solstice was just yesterday. I'm so excited that we're finally into consistent warm weather. We're coming more alive now, at least most of us. And so brings the theme of this reading. I want to find out everything that we need to know for the summer season. Now, you might want your notebook for this one to take some notes. If you need to pause the video to go ahead and do that, go ahead. If not, feel free to save this video and, view it time and time again. Now, I only have two choices for you, group 1 and group 2. And I'll have a meditation that would be most beneficial for you, a self-esteem affirmation that would be most beneficial for you, a message for light workers, a message for star seeds, your strongest gift for this summer season, among a couple of other themes as well. So I'll just go ahead and give you a moment to decide which one you want to go to, and then I will see you at your pile. If you chose group 1, then welcome to your pile. Let's see what you can expect for the summer season. All right, we're going to leave the meditation and the self-esteem things for last. All right, first things first. I want to get a message for my light workers. So let's see, what is something that light workers should focus on during this summer season? All right, we got Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, Helpers in the Subtle Realms. So with that, I feel like it's telling you you are supported. You have support all around you. And to kind of focus on connecting more, say, with your spirit guides, with your ancestors, with anyone, the Ascended Masters, the angels, the unicorns, the dragons, whomever it is that you work with. And if you work with, say, you do healing, say Reiki guides or something along those lines, they're there waiting for you to work through you, to do the light work through you, to give you messages to share with the collective, to give you light codes to seed, anything to do with spiritual work that you can go ahead and put out into the collective. But they really do, your team is really wanting to work with you and through you through the summer season. And if this isn't something that you have done before, you're being asked to go ahead and give it a try and work on developing this throughout this season here and connecting with that Council of Light. Next, I have a message for the star seeds. Let's see what the star seeds have to focus on for this summer season. It says, all paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. This is letting you know that no matter what way you choose to take your life in, execute your life path purpose, make the decision on, if you have a couple of decisions to make, you're going to make the correct decision that is for you. No matter what you do, all the paths are correct for you that you choose. All paths lead to home. Really listen to that intuition. If you're feeling lost, call in that Council of Light and really look inward. It may feel like you're hitting some roadblocks, some bumps in the road. Like I said, feeling a little bit lost here and there, but that's only because you're being asked to get in tune with yourself more, listen to yourself more. Not just what you want to hear, but what your body is telling you, what your team is telling you. And they are ultimately telling you that everything is going to be okay and that you're on the right path. Do not worry. You can't mess this up, whatever the situation may be or situations that arise during this summer season. Next, we have a message from your ancestors. What do your ancestors want to say to you? It says wind, change. Oh, so you definitely have some guardian angels with you. If you are feeling like there's a spirit around you, it is definitely your ancestors. They are your guardian angels. They are there guiding you and protecting you. And they may even speak to you through the wind. So you go outside and suddenly the wind just picks up. You're outside and you say, give me a message. Suddenly that wind just picks up. And you'll have this kind of perception where it's like you can almost hear messages through the leaves of the trees. You can hear the messages through the wind. So listen. It may be very faint, but just listen. Listen with your intuition and trust what it is that you're picking up on. And don't be afraid to connect with that element of air to connect more deeply with your ancestors, because this is a way that they communicate with you. They might even leave you feathers as well. Seeing the wings like that, they could definitely be leaving you feathers. And blue seems to be a prominent color, so when you see an abundance of blue things coming into your awareness more than usual, it's something that you know, it's like everything is blue. Or when I'm meditating, I keep seeing the color blue. That could be not just your throat chakra, but also your ancestors coming through and connecting with you a little bit more deeply. All right, let's see what is something that you should focus on healing this summer season. It says, sending out help to others. Look at this, it almost looks like an angel again. You know, it kind of looks like those wings here. It looks like a bit of that halo. You see this star type of energy over here. Sending out help to others is what you should focus on healing this summer. So if you're wondering what it is that you should be doing, it doesn't feel so much as working on yourself. It feels more like finding ways to connect with other people and sending out healing and love and encouragement to them. What messages are you getting clairaudiently? What are you picking up on clairsentiently? What knowledge just comes into you without you understanding why, claircognizantly? You know, really tap into your clairs and see how it is that you can send help out to others. It might be people right in your personal group. You know, maybe you feel nothing for days and then you go to hang out with somebody and you're picking up on something and they're not telling you that anything is wrong or even asking you for help, but you're getting these intuitive hits of, okay, I could tell something's going on here and I know how to help. This might sound weird, but this is what I'm picking up on, is how you would probably start a conversation, especially if you're a very spiritual person and the people around you are not so much spiritual. Or even just putting out your distance grids, going out and do healing work on the actual earth or the water or something along those lines where it can affect the collective, where spirit can work through you to heal and send out help to the collective. So now let's see, before I move on, if that is not you sending out help to others for to help them, this could be also asking you to send out those signals for help if you need help yourself. But if you do, just know that you do have your ancestors and the Council of Light to help you. That's just a little extra message. I wanted to see what your strongest chakra would be, or the chakra that you should really focus on working with or healing this summer season. And we got the gift of strength with the solar plexus. Yeah, it feels like really meditating and focusing on that solar plexus, focusing on the strength that you have and that you can share, and focusing on your personal power. See, there's also a number 11 here, so a master number, a master theme during this summer season here. If you're having troubles with confidence, you can ask for help on that. You can meditate on that. You can use crystals for it. Whatever methods really call to you the most, definitely work with those. This is the season to truly work on that solar plexus. Or, the solar plexus really connects in with that intuition, developing that intuition. Truly feeling into it when it comes to helping others through the use of perhaps empowering them, building them up, making them feel good through this summer season. I wanted to see what your strongest gift would be that you could really count on for the summer. So we got finding the stillness. So you see, there's this theme of really meditation. Her eyes are closed. The ancestors' eyes are closed. The Council of Light's eyes are closed. And this man's eyes are closed. So truly meditating is going to bring in so many insights. Find the time to find that stillness. Now, this does have a message on the back, so I'll go ahead and read that to you. It says, finding the stillness. When communicating with the other side, it's important to start by clearing your thoughts, which is a form of stilling your mind. Meditation helps to construct a bridge between the two realms by raising your consciousness. By meditating, you're making room for departed loved ones to imprint their thoughts on your mind, those ancestors there. While developing your spiritual abilities, meditation is an essential part of your training and development. Meditation is a state of being in which your active mind slows down. It's a time of quiet reflection to achieve clarity. With time and practice, meditation can take you to a place where you silence your mental chatter. In doing so, you become increasingly aware of the subtle and shifting energies within you. It may seem impossible, but you can actually train yourself to watch your thoughts come into your mind and go right out again, much like the ebb and flow of ocean waves. Soon, disruptive and unwanted thoughts will lose their power to influence your consciousness. There are many ways to meditate. Try different practices. Find the one that works best for you. Try meditating for 10 to 15 minutes at first. As you become more proficient, gradually extend the length of time. Try to meditate at the same time every day, and if possible, in the same place. Doing so builds up the energy in that space. Not only will you feel the calm energy in this place, but you'll also strengthen the bridge with the other side. And this has a partnership card called the breath. So you're also being asked to do breath work. Connect with your breath. Maybe start with just counting your breaths to kind of calm your mind, to get you into that state of mind that you need in order to have messages come through to you, in order for you to connect with that intuition, with your ancestors, with that Council of Light, to find out how it is that you can send out help or tap into that inner strength that you have, or help others build up empowerment and strength for themselves. There's a lot of amazing breath work out there. I highly suggest Breathwork Beats. It's a YouTube channel. Dan is amazing. I cannot tell you how amazing that man is when it comes to his breath work. So definitely check out Breathwork Beats if you feel called to do so. Okay, next I wanted to see what crystal would be the most beneficial for you to work with during the summer. And you got garnets. with passion. Now I have the book so that way I can read this to you. You got it? It says garnets are small dark red stones that are similar in appearance to pomegranate seeds, from which its name is derived. The Latin term grantum means having many seeds. Garnet represents the zodiac signs of Aries, Leo, and Virgo, and the element of fire. It governs the heart and the root chakras. Garnet removes inhibitions and taboos. It's fiery and passionate energy that can re-energize a tired libido. Garnet's fire will rekindle romance, and it can also elevate relationships to a higher spiritual level. It is known as a karmic stone that can awaken Kundalini. In meditation, garnet can amplify guidance that lights the path ahead. If you feel suppressed, inhibited, or lackluster, the vibrant energy of this crystal will bring you vigor and passion. This card is particularly useful to those who need to own their gifts so that they can reach and share their full potential with the world. It also signifies prosperity, wealth, and fame. All relationships will benefit from this exquisite gem. It says wholehearted commitment to a project or a relationship, feeling roused to action, the rekindling or deepening of a romance, a desire for physical movement, or to take a more hands-on approach. And here are some affirmations that you could say that would go along with this. So if you have your journal out, go ahead and write these down. I'm sorry that you can hear some noise over there. My son's getting some water here. All right, the first affirmation is, my passions are energized and realized. My passions are energized and realized. The second one is, I acknowledge my gifts and share them with others. I know my potential. I acknowledge my gifts and share them with others. I know my potential. And the last one is, I am fired up and ready to take on anything I wish. I am fired up and ready to take on anything I wish. Those are all the affirmations with garnet that will be very helpful for you for the summer season. Now, the last two cards I have for you are an affirmation to help build up your self-esteem and a beneficial type of meditation that you could do. So first we'll start with the self-esteem affirmation. It is, my self-esteem is high because I honor who I am. Now these are also messages and ways that you can uplift others also, because that's something that you're being asked to focus on. And I willingly release any need for struggle or suffering. I deserve all that is good. So you can write those down too. Say these affirmations during meditation or in the morning or evenings, whenever it is that you get up for work or whenever feels best for you. Just try to say them every day, or at least a few times or so every week. And then the last card that I have for you is a beneficial meditation that you can do for the summer. And you got make an area. It says create a special area in your home or even in the corner of your room. This is your relaxation area. Add candles, incense, plants, and different beautiful images that hold meaning. Now, a lot of us, we already have sacred spaces. For those of you that have a sacred space and you haven't spent that much time in there recently, you're being asked to clean it up, maybe reorganize it, maybe get rid of things that no longer serve you in that space and bring in new energies, and spend more time in there. Cleanse it every day. Meditate there every day if you can. But definitely spend time in it. Take fresh cut flowers, new crystals, add new good smelling crystals or incense, or an oil diffuser, something that will make you want to sit there in that area, that can help bring you into a meditative trance, so that way you can get these types of messages that will be beneficial for you and for the collective. Well, I do hope that this was helpful for you. It can help you to start to plan out your summer outside of just work and hangouts. Let me know your thoughts, and please leave me a like, a comment, and subscribe if you are already subscribed. Have a beautiful and wonderful day, and I hope to see you in my next reading. Hi, Group 2. If you chose this pile, welcome. These are your messages on what to focus on for the summer season. We have quite a bit to cover here, so if you have a journal and you want to take notes, go ahead and get that ready. First, we're going to start with a message for light workers. What should the light workers be focusing on this summer season? We have deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held. All right, so for this summer season, you're really being asked to take care of yourself. You are the type of light worker that takes care of everybody all the time. You might always be giving. Might not necessarily always be, giving readings or services, but you're probably actively transmitting all the time. You're probably that peacekeeper. You're that person that shows up for everybody all the time. Even if you're kind of that hermit type of person, like I go to work, I do what I have to do, and then I go home and, I just rest. You're actively doing things for people within your work group or your friend group or something, maybe without even realizing it. And it could be leaving you tired. It could be leaving you drained. It could be creating blockages. Why am I not receiving? Even though I'm doing all these beautiful good things, I'm sending out my love bombs, I'm sharing my light with everybody. It's because you need to take time to relax and replenish. Time for you to just focus on you, because you deserve it. And I know not everybody likes to hear that, but yeah, just go ahead and take a beat with this warm weather and just enjoy activities. Next, I have a message for the star seeds. So what should my star seeds... Oh, I'm feeling a channeling state coming in. I already, without even looking at this card, I kind of feel like some messages or something will be coming to you. When I feel that, it feels like connecting with the higher self. It feels like channeling. And this one says, water your garden. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Okay, these are from 2 different decks by the same author, but they both have the same theme to them. They both have water, so it shows that cleansing energy. Both appears to be at nighttime. Both are talking about resting. Make sure that you're getting enough sleep. I know it can be hard to sleep when it's really hot. Find ways to cool yourself down. Find time to relax, because your team is really coming through and say, hey, listen, you gotta rest. You gotta slow your butt down and just focus on you for a while. Like, you're truly being asked to retreat. You're being held by spirit. Everything is going to be okay. It is safe for you to take this time just for yourself. Nourish yourself. Take care of your body. Take those nice long baths, or take that nice long shower. Find things to add to it that will spruce up the energy and the environment. Take that time to take those walks for yourself, if that's what you like to do, or watch those shows, or just vibe out to that music. Just do activities for you this summer. Let's see what your ancestors have to say to you. It says roots with 11. and reconnection. Okay, so this could be reconnecting with yourself. Perhaps you're always so in the spiritual realm that you're ungrounded. So going ahead and getting grounded, reconnecting with your ancestors, um, finding new ways to connect with your home and with yourself and your environment. Just really focusing on you. Every one of these cards is about just focusing on yourself and just getting grounded and rooted in enjoying the human experience for a little while, because that's what you came here for, the human experience, and to help and serve others. But it's okay to take that break and just focus on you and enjoy activities for yourself without worrying about others for a little while. Let's see which one I want to cover next. Okay. So I asked, what is something that you should focus on healing this summer? And it says life lessons again. Okay, so if there are some reoccurring themes that have been going on, these are life lessons. Perhaps this summer is about finding out what keeps repeating and how it is that you can break the cycle. Are you getting burned out? Do you keep trying an action and having an unsuccessful outcome? What is it, this life lesson that keeps coming up? Now, having this ancestor card and this healing card next to each other, they both have trees in them. So maybe looking back at your family line, if you have somebody in your family that, knows about some type of history, a grandparent, maybe you just have a cousin or something that knows more about the family, and find out if you are repeating the same lessons that they had. Is there something that you came in to break, a pattern that you came in to break? Whether that would be yelling all the time, or being in a lack mentality, always feeling kind of like you're struggling, or always just giving way too much of yourself, even if you don't have enough. You always keep giving and giving and giving, or collecting too much and it's getting in the way of your abundance. I mean, the list could truly go on and on. Starting some type of venture that's not working out for you, even though you feel some type of passion for it. Just to see if you can get some of that family history and see if you can connect it. Because it feels like there's some type of cycle that you're going to need to break. It might be being a workaholic, honestly. That's not going to be for everybody, but for some of you, I feel like you're absolutely workaholics, and perhaps your ancestors were workaholics, and that's because you don't want to suffer, or you don't want to deal with a certain situation that keeps happening, and you're taking yourself out of the situation by putting your nose to the grindstone. You're being asked not to do that, to break that type of cycle and find a healthier way, if that's a message for you. Next, I asked, what is the strongest chakra to work with for this summer? Either working with it out in the world for yourself or healing it. And you got soul lesson, surrender, sacral chakra. What does it say? Incomparable. Admitting of non-comparison with others. Okay. Well, that's just a little extra thing. I feel like you're being spoken to too. You definitely have some type of connection with water. This is probably my empaths in this group here, because I'm seeing the shells. I'm seeing two shells. When I see shells, it makes me think of, like when you could put them up to your ear and you could hear the ocean, so clairaudience in a way. So you might be getting messages. You might have to rest in order to connect a little bit deeper with those messages. and with your ancestors and see like what's coming in through and for you. And spending more time in water is going to help rebalance you. It's going to help to cleanse out those emotions that perhaps you've been holding on to and you need to release. So really working on that strength, those connections, that reconnection to yourself. Instead of just perhaps transmuting, because if you are my empaths, you're always feeling everyone else's emotions, everyone else's problems. You might have the rescue types in here, the martyrs. Like, I'd rather sacrifice so that way you can be happy and you can feel better, and that makes me feel a little bit better, but it's quite draining to you. That feels like a huge message for you. Cleanse your aura, cleanse out your emotions, and put up those boundaries so that way you can have more time for yourself. The next thing I'm going to cover is I asked Spirit, what is the strongest gift that pile 2 is going to work with for this summer? And we got 2 cards because they're connected with each other. So the first one is Clairsentience here. And the card that goes with it is called Blending with Spirit. Now I'm going to go ahead and read both of these to you, starting with Clairsentience. It says, Clairsentience is the most natural of all psychic senses. It is the ability to sense the emotions or feelings of other people, animals, and your surroundings, as well as spirit people. Don't underestimate the power of clairsentience. It can assist you in all areas of your life and enhance your connection with spirit. Our bodies act as one big psychic antenna. When meeting someone for the first time, most of us have a gut response. Or when walking into a room, it's possible to feel vibrations. Now, these talk about mediums because this is a medium deck, so you may not be a medium, but clairsentient people usually are mediums as well. That might be a gift if you haven't explored that. You definitely could explore that if you so choose to, after you've taken time to, invest in yourself again. When a medium is working and using their ability of clairsentience, they're able to feel or sense a spirit's energy, whether it's male, female, young, or old, and the nature of the illness that might have taken the spirit to the other side. Mediums should be able to describe the spirit's personality and their mannerisms, and in some cases take on the characteristics of the spirit. This is the most common way most mediums work, and there are no limits to what the spirit can make the medium sense. Clairsentience is felt through the solar plexus center. You can strengthen this ability by practicing daily. Focus on your solar plexus center and ask yourself what you're feeling. Be sure to do this when meeting someone new or making an important decision. When you start asking how you're feeling, tune into your solar plexus and pay attention. This psychic ability will strengthen and grow. And then this really goes with Blending Spirit, which is, the next card I'm going to read to you here, and also the Invisible Shield. The Invisible Shield, it talks about protecting your aura, but also the ability to expand your aura out to feel the different things around you. And most of you are most likely empaths, so you're already doing that. Make sure that you remember to pull your aura back in to remove the energies of others from it, so that way it doesn't become overwhelming for you. All right, the Blending with Spirit card says, Blending with Spirit will enhance your communication, allowing for stronger evidential messages. Merging with the essence of spirit can create a powerful connection for the sitter to feel, as though their loved one has come alive, even for that moment. Blending is a term used when a spirit draws really close to you, allowing you, the medium, to become one with their essence. By surrendering fully, you can step into their shoes and become the spirit, all the while maintaining a conscious awareness. Blending your energy fully with the spirit is an important step to deepening your link during evidential communication. After creating the link, share some evidence with your sitter to validate the connection. You'll notice how the sitter's loved one in spirit begins to draw closer as the sitter receives and validates the information you're offering. Take a moment to breathe deeply into your lower chakras as you mentally invite the spirit to envelop you in their love. Feel their energy surround and embrace you as you blend together. Take a few moments to adjust to the blending process and allow their energy to settle with yours. Now you can share more evidence, personal messages, and even their mannerisms with the sitter. In the beginning, it may take a little time to get used to this technique, but with practice, it will become totally natural. Remember to always practice sharing information from a loved one in a supportive place. This is definitely a gift that I have had my entire life. I didn't know that it had a name before. I just know that I could always tell when there were animal spirits around, whenever there were, say, an old man or a woman. You can tell. You can feel these things. You could just walk into a house that you've never been in before, and you can just feel the energy, almost the hair raising on your arms. Not because necessarily that the spirits there are of negative intent or energy, but because you are picking up that there are spirits there. And having this these shells here, you can probably hear them. So feeling them, hearing them, it feels like there are spirits around you or that come to you easily when you go to different environments that would like to connect with you to also connect with other people. If that's something you're interested in, you don't have to take that path, but you can if you so choose. But make sure that you take time after each and every one of those encounters to cleanse yourself, to relax, to replenish what it is that you put out, and to bring that aura back in and keep it protected the entire time. Now I have 3 more messages for you. I asked what crystal would be beneficial for you to work with for the summer season. And you got aquamarine for clarity and compromise. I'm also going to go ahead and read this one for you out of the book. Aquamarine is a blue-green gem that contains beryl and iron. Named for its color, aquamarinus means water of the sea. This stone has a purity of crystalline ocean waters, and it is no surprise it is associated with the element of water. It is a birthstone for March. You know, you actually might want to consider doing water divination. You know, looking into water while you're meditating to see if messages can be channeled to you through it. Really work on developing that. Anyway, aquamarine is associated with the throat chakra. It helps us to be brave and speak out. The stone emits gentleness, compassion, and it is an instrumental in matters dealing with humanity and learning. Aquamarine should be worn during difficult negotiations where compromise and fairness are needed. It helps us settle disputes and accommodate differences. It is also a talisman for safe sea travel or swimming long distances. The healing properties of this gem are most attuned to the respiratory tract and the lungs. This means it may help fight off throat and chest infections and airborne allergies. On an emotional level, this gem has a cleansing energy that helps us to release emotional baggage and cluttered thinking. When placed in the throat chakra, it can clear blockages and open the way for energy to flow through to the lower chakras. The divinatory meaning for this is seek a solution that works for everyone. Do not confuse compromise with backing down. An agreement is reached through careful negotiation. Clear thinking and intention is required. Travel over waters. Now, if you have a notebook and you're writing down affirmations or information, I have some affirmations for you. You can go ahead and pause between each one if you want. I'll say it twice, each one twice. I have compassion for all humanity. I have compassion for all humanity. I encourage fairness and compromise. I encourage fairness and compromise. I am free of emotional baggage. I am free of emotional baggage. I am in tune with clarity and purity. I am in tune with clarity and purity. For our last two messages here, we'll start with a self-esteem affirmation that you can use for the summer. So again, I have some more for you to write down if you so choose. The affirmation is, this is the only time I get to live today. I choose to enjoy it. Yeah, enjoy your time. Take that time. And I have the self-esteem, power, and confidence to move forward in life with ease. Gorgeous. And lastly, I asked Spirit, what meditation would be most beneficial for my group twos? And we got acceptance. Today will be a good day. Close your eyes and repeat this before you begin each day. There will be difficulties and bumps in the road throughout the day. Accept this and know that you will make it living one day at a time. So finding acceptance each and every day is a meditative practice that you can do. Feel acceptance. How can you work with the energy of acceptance for yourself and for others? Well, my group twos, I hope that this was enlightening for you. Let me know what resonated for you, maybe what didn't, and leave me a like, a comment, and subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. I hope to see you in my next reading. Have a beautiful and wonderful day.